Hello there and welcome to a new video. In this one, I'm going to be planning for the week of September 5th through September 11th. And my name is Stephanie and welcome. So let's go ahead and get started with what I'm going to be using. I have this stuff out, but I don't necessarily always use it, but I always try to be, not always, but lately I've been trying to be a little bit more prepared. So first off, I have my Zig Clean Color Dot marker in the color Salmon. And then I have my Zebra Mild Liner brush tip in, I think this is red. Yeah, it's red. It says right there. And then finally, I will be using my Marby Lip Plume 2 in Bubblegum Pink. This one's a little bit more obvious than the mild liner. I do find that working with brush tips are a little bit easier for some reason than working with like the chisel tip in like a regular highlighter. So I always prefer the brush tip. And I was originally going to be using this washi tape, which I got from Amazon in a big pack, but I think actually I'm going to use this one that I've had for years. I have no idea where I got it. I don't even know what brand it is. I might have even bought it at Hobby Lobby or Michael's, but I honestly can't remember because it's been years. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh yes, and I also have my typical Uni Jetstream multi-pen, and I think I'm going to be bringing out my Midori clip ruler bookmark thing. I forget what it's called, but always a classic. And I think where I'm going to get started is, I just want to put down the washi tape. This washi tape, by the way, is really pretty. It has gold foiling on it. I've been looking at getting more washi tape from Stationery Pal. Yeah, Stationery Pal. And I don't know, I can't justify getting more washi tape when I already have so many and I wouldn't necessarily have somewhere to store it. So yeah, I don't think it would be good of me to spend money on something that I have been trying to use but don't always succeed with using. So I still need to wait. There's so many things I've been wanting to buy this Labor Day weekend, and it's just so hard to put things in your shopping cart and not actually hit buy. Like some of that being clothes, especially clothes that reflect my style more now than you know, last year or a few years ago, as I'm kind of coming into what I like and how I would rather dress. But it's also tricky because I am going through IVF, which means at some point in the near future I will be pregnant, which means my body will be undergoing some changes, which would be difficult for me to justify buying clothes now that I don't know if they're gonna fit, you know, next year, especially as my body changes. And also I'm getting older, so my body has been going through changes. Just not as easy for me to, I don't want to say lose weight because I've never actively have tried to lose weight, but it's definitely not as easy, or I guess maintaining my weight is not only easier nowadays, but it's also a little easy to gain weight, as before I used to have more difficulty with that. Anyway, this is the washi tape and I really like that. And I thought, well, maybe I'll use this washi tape up here. So I'm not entirely sure. We'll see. Maybe I'll just go back to writing the days. Yeah, I think I will do that. I'll probably just go back to writing the days, and I'll use my Marby Lip Plume. Kind of having second thoughts about it. All right, so I'm actually going to bring in my Pentel Fude Touch brush sign pen, and the color is light pink. And Let's put in the pencil boards. And I'll get you zoomed in. All right, so I kind of messed up on that because I kept putting pressure on the wrong stroke. So it's not as, I guess, aesthetic as I would like, but that's okay. And then I'm gonna move this little weather emoji sticker. My goodness. I'm gonna move it over to cover the day of the week since we are going through a moon phase at the end of the week, and on top of that I'm writing the day of the week right here. So yeah, and then also I'm going to highlight the day of the week with the same marker. All right, I can't remember if I already said this, but I'm going to take my Zig Clean Color Dot marker and make my goals or my checklist for the week that I typically do to make sure I'm staying on track with doing some of the things that I want to remember to do. And actually for this week I'm making the box a little bit shorter as I don't need some of the stuff anymore. All right, so there is what we have so far. If you see any of my previous videos, you'll notice I took out the candle section and I took out the craft section. And the reason I took out the craft section is because that wasn't an effective way for me to actually get any crafting done. It was also like not motivating. If anything, like it was, what's the opposite of motivating me? It was kind of getting me a little bit down because it's like every week that went by and I didn't do any crafting, then to me it was just like, great, like another week gone by and I haven't done any of the things that I want to do. And then on top of that, I realized like I need to set some goals. So I talk more about that in my monthly planning video. If you want to go ahead and check that out. It's a little bit rambly, I will warn you. But that's how I'm going to now keep track of how I do my goals. And one of the goals I actually did set for today, or actually I set 2 goals for today and I accomplished them. So I'm super proud of myself and I can already feel like that momentum starting to build. So I'm very, very happy about that. And yeah, so this is my stuff for the week. The only other thing I have left to do is down here. I have my Zig Clean Color Dot marker in the color black to write breakfast, lunch, dinner. All right, and no plans, I don't think, for this weekend, so I think we're just gonna kind of chill. All right, so I had to stop the recording because my alarm went off so I can take my last medication of the day. But to continue for this week, I want to put down this Labor Day sticker. This one is from Oh Hello Stationery, and I'm actually just gonna put it right there. And apparently it was a pretty hot Labor Day weekend for a good part of the West Coast. I'm not entirely sure about mid or East Coast, but yeah, there were temperatures that were hotter, if not, comparable to what I typically experience, but these are cities and towns that don't typically have that hot weather, so I hope everybody's doing okay out there. And because my husband is still not feeling so well and his appetite can be kind of variable, meal planning has gone a lot by the wayside, but I'm trying. I just want to make sure that at least he eats. Did I even have lunch? I don't think I had lunch today. And speaking of Labor Day weekend, I hope you all had a good Labor Day weekend. We pretty much did nothing except take naps. I think he's still recovering. I still haven't tested, not that I want to or expect to test positive, but I haven't tested positive for COVID, in spite of, being in the same home as my husband, but we have been pretty distant, which sucks, but it's, I guess, good. It's just so weird, but I've also just not been feeling so good, and I think it just might be really bad allergies, and it's been so windy that it's just been blowing all the pollen, especially all the new pollen that we got from all the rain a couple weeks ago for monsoon, that is just kind of really hitting me pretty hard. So tomorrow I think maybe I'll consider taking something to ease the crazy amount of snot coming out of me. All right, so let's go ahead and decorate for last week. All right, sorry, I thought I was done for that week, but I just wanted to fill in some of the chores that I had done, which also reminds me, whoops, I want to make sure I mark off everything because I'm pretty sure I left dusting out. I did. All right, so then let's go ahead and decorate for last week. And on the topic of Labor Day, I know I mentioned like a heat wave, but I hope that you all had a good Labor Day. One of my friends went camping. Oops. This is from Nightingale Paper Co. And I just started to use it for this one, but now I'm just kind of a little bit out of sorts because my alarm went off, and yeah, it's like I don't remember what I'm doing apparently. All right, so I'm gonna bring in my zebra mild liner in gold, and actually it's kind of a perfect match because your heart is yellow. We were just, pretty much bums this weekend, and it's fine. Like, I didn't get anything done really, except today I actually got a lot of stuff done, but for some reason I ended up feeling quite tired at the end of it. So actually what I'm gonna do is highlight all the stuff, because that definitely helps to figure out what stickers I need. as I'm looking at last week, it looks like it was a pretty slow week, which is quite all right with me, to be honest, especially because I wasn't feeling super great and I was kind of taking care of my husband a little bit, making sure that he is staying hydrated and, you know, doing well. I'm just gonna use this one. Both of these, by the way, are from Coffee Monsters Co. Even though I don't always do voiceovers, I'm just gonna use that sticker. And the other one that I used does say edit on there. Let's see if I have a different one that says, that can represent editing. I'm gonna pull out this one from Paper Bits Co. with the switch. We do have a switch, and that is basically how we have spent some of our time, is just playing some of our favorite games. Well, like kind of co-op game. Well, I guess you can't really call it co-op. But anyway, yeah, games that we can play together. There are some random ones too that I like, but they're a little bit out there. And let's see, I'm gonna pull out this one from Paper Bits Co. Little popcorn, in that we watched Hidden Figures, which was a really good movie. It was a movie I'd always wanted to watch, but I don't know, I never got around to it, even though I heard such good things about it. It was one of those movies that just kind of went unwatched, and then I saw that it was on Disney Plus, so we went ahead and did that. The sticker is from Brianna Nicole Designs. Also from Brianna Nicole Designs. This week also hasn't been quite the best for me. I think I have sciatica or inflammation of sciatica. I'm not entirely sure, but I've been in pain for 6 days now, although it did start kind of mild. I think it's slowly getting worse, and what I'm gonna do is basically get a little bit more serious about making sure I do yoga this week so that I can do some stretches, and hopefully I picked the right settings, I guess. This one is from Paper Bits Co. Pick the right settings for like the particular workout, like the yoga app that I use, I think is called Down Dog, and there's so many like settings and stuff, which is really cool actually, but I'm hoping that it works out to stretch where I need to be stretched. Yeah, we've been eating out a lot in the past week, especially like with my husband being sick, and then me preparing for my final demonstration of the project that I've been working on. Yeah, it's been quite a lot. And so Sunday, it was really sweet. His parents brought over food and it was very tasty. I think they were trying to surprise him, but it's also like, well, he can't necessarily be surprised because he's got to pick out the food. So yeah, it's just been really, 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 really chill. I'm also going to put here that I watered plants since it is something that I did. I wish I could learn to write like backwards so that it's not like squishy looking. All right, and then I'm gonna use this one from Coffee Monsters Co. It's so cute. And then this one is from Nightingale Paper Co., which is just a little sandwich. I was craving a BLT so bad, and I don't know, sometimes when I get a craving, it's like that's all I can think about. So I just basically, you know, I let it happen. I don't try to always resist. There are many times where I do resist, and that's a good thing because it's also like reinforcing willpower, but at the same time it's, I don't know, it's not all that often, I guess. All right, I forgot I did laundry on Friday, and since I talked about trying to write backwards, why don't we give it a whirl? Okay, it didn't go half bad, except I missed the N. So, yeah. And then for editing on the other day, I'm just going to use this one from Paper Bits Co. And then for laundry, also going to use this one from Paper Bits Co. All right, and then for groceries, I'm going to use this one from Coffee Monsters Co. Kind of like it. It's like we've been going to Trader Joe's every other week. God, they have such interesting stuff, so it's actually been kind of fun exploring some of the different things and trying out some of their different foods because they do have some really, really tasty food. All right, so I just want to put for ultrasound and capstone. All right, so I think I'm actually just going to use some Modi faces. All right, so for my final capstone, I'm going to use this one since it went really well and I got a lot of good and positive feedback. All right, and then for my breast ultrasound, I'm going to use this one from Coffee Monsters Co. Did I say this one's from Nightingale Paper Co? I don't remember, to be honest. And I am a little bit sleepy. I'm filming at night, by the way, which normally I never do. But yeah, just figured I'd have a busy day, I guess. So far, this is all I can really remember. And as far as deco goes, let's see what we have. I just remembered too, last week in my plan with me, I had talked about what I could do with this empty space. So far I figured why not write, I guess, videos that I want to film for that week and kind of keep a progress update. So that worked out pretty well, and I think I'll continue that again, except I didn't do it this time. All right, so I'm actually going to use these stickers. These are from Sticky Club, and since they are yellow and I used a lot of yellow in this particular spread, I'll go ahead and do that. Let me zoom out a little bit. Starting off with these birds. I'm just gonna kind of place things as I see fit. And then this old-timey cash register is just gonna go in the corner here. I just realized I didn't even look at it that closely, but these are owls and they're so stinking cute. Anyway, I'm gonna use these, I don't know. Oh, they're not. I thought they were lemons, but they're definitely like yellow apples or something. I really like this this collection of stickers. I like that it's like you get different sizes and they have an overall like color scheme to them, so they are a little bit like not super matchy other than it's like the aesthetic is yellow and kind of vintagey looking. Yeah, I'm gonna try to use these smaller ones. This is like a little locket. It's hard to zoom in and get the camera to zoom in, but and this little flower. Whoa, I'm sorry. Got distracted. I was looking at the time because it's late and I'm quite sleepy. Okay, I guess I got a 2 for the price of 1. This one's like a stamp. I wonder if I can. It's a little hard to focus anyway. And then this one's like a little medicine bottle looking thing, even though it says talcum. And we've got ourselves a key. Where's that locket? And some kind of bow, and yeah, you can kind of see a face in the middle there. Interestingly, I can see the face better on the camera than I can in person. All right, and for this spread, last but not least, is a little butterfly. And I think since we're going for a nature theme, I'm just gonna put it somewhere over here. All right, well, that is all for this week. Well, this week. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope you had a great Labor Day and you got to spend it with the people that you love. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.